Well, hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your January reading in the new year. It's 2024. We've made it. Hello, hello. So let's see what we have for you in the energy, shall we? Okay. So, first, we're going to start with Child Divine. Innocence, purity, and redemption suggests a special connection with the divine. Okay. A moment's regret, nostalgia, idealing the past, fearing you've made a mistake. Right off the back, Aquarius, it feels like you're going through awakening of some sort. Um, it's very interesting. It feels like a connection to something, maybe like you didn't see coming. It could be a person. Um, it just feels divinely guided. Something is divinely guided for you, and you'll have to make some changes or maybe even leave something behind in order to follow whatever it is, okay? So then let's go into oracle cards. We're going to talk about the energy and then we'll go into the tarot, okay? So we have milestone as the first card, spirit keeper of the north, angel of strength, dance, celebration, joyous fun. This might be a breakup. Winter solstice. And I know that's interesting that I'm saying that. But it feels as though something divinely guided happens to you. You could meet somebody, something could change in your life. You could have an epiphany. I don't know what it is yet. But it just feels like something changes in your life. In an area that had been stagnant or monotonous in a way. And I feel like through January, you're processing this change and what this means and what you should do. It's like you're going through a lot of mental, like a mental marathon, Olympics, trials to figure out like what to do next or what this means for you as a whole. Um, but it is something to be excited about. It's not scary. It's just like, okay, well, this is a new thing for me. So it's just like you're processing it. I don't feel like you're rejecting it at all. It just feels like you're processing what this means for you. Um, yeah, there's some excitement about change. Like excited for it to happen, excited and anticipated, but also waiting for something. Hmm. Okay, so we're going to start with the hangman, two of cups, the tower. Oh, strength again, the nine of swords, king of cups, ten of pentacles, queen of cup or queen of coins, excuse me, and the page of cups. I'm gonna be honest, this feels like leaving a relationship and being interested in another one right off the bat, just by looking, just by feeling, just by the energy of this. um right in the middle you do have the nine of swords. The nine of swords does talk about worry. It talks about anxiety. I feel like this is anxiety for change. This is anxiety of what's next. This is anxiety, um, and worry about change. But it's surrounded by very good energy. I think the worry as of right now is just about the changes, the shift, the feelings that are accompanying it. Yeah, some of you have definitely been in a relationship or a connection, because that's what it feels like to me, or even a job, maybe, or a job situation, where you're just like hanging on and hoping things will get better, waiting for change, doing the bare minimum to keep it alive, that type of thing. And you're sort of like worried or anxious about what the future holds, what's next. Because this is almost like being in a relationship with someone and being like, it's not the best, it's not good, but it's a habit. And I'm worried about my future if I continue to stay here, and if I want to be happy, that type of thing. If you can follow me with that. Something happens. That's the tower. I feel like you meet somebody or you have a deep connection, or you have the opportunity to move on or even connect with someone, and there's a little bit of worry of opening yourself up or connecting to something that feels this good or intense or just for you. Sometimes something just feels for you and you're like, is it in my mind? It's like you're questioning it because it's not related to any like facts. It's more related to how you feel. Yeah. Yeah. This is about, if you're not having relationship turmoil or in a relationship, I feel like this isn't for you, because there is going to be a message in here probably for someone else, to be honest, because we're going to deep dive into this really heavy. But right now on the surface, this is a change in a relationship status. And meeting someone else, but it's interesting because it feels like flirting with something. It doesn't feel very deep, but there is a connection here that can start something really good. But as of right now, it just feels like a spark, a connection, and it's guided just by your emotions. Like you're like, wait, I feel heard or felt or seen. Very interesting. But it also feels like you've been either in a relationship long term or like by yourself, or like you've had a particular mindset, and then all of a sudden this thing comes around. Interesting. Okay. It's very specific, I feel like. So let's see what else we got. Okay. So we have the Empress, 10 of Cups, Page of Pentacles, 9 of Swords yet again, Page of Cups, again, Knight of Cups. Yeah, there's some love here for sure. For sure. Yep, High Priestess, you got to be true to yourself. 2 of Wands. You're going to go towards whatever this new thing is. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to focus on a relationship, okay? Because it feels like a relationship is sort of on its last leg. And it's been that way for a while. It feels like you're always, like, either you or this person's always trying to renew it. Like there's reminding yourself to keep holding on, or like reminding yourself to keep moving forward, reminding yourself to be positive, to be patient. It's like you see other people's relationship and you're like, well, people go through these things. This may be normal. But for some reason, it just doesn't feel normal, whatever state that you're in right now. Like you could be better, you could be happier, or things could be different. But I feel like you've been like trying to keep things together and trying to be a strong individual. It may be that this person is in like financial situations, or you just moved in together, or you just started like opening yourself up to maybe the commitment of love, something of that nature. It's very flowy. So that's why I'm giving a lot of scenarios. But it's interesting though, because it's not like you're unhappy. It's not like you're unhappy. You like the idea of investment and the long term and being with someone. It's like you like that idea. And that's why you're not really, I don't feel like you're looking. You're not looking. And that's why I feel like this just kind of punches you in the gut, you know, Aquarius. You may meet this person at work or doing some sort of like normal everyday activity. It just doesn't feel like you're out searching. It's like you're trying to be dedicated to the way that you were, whether in a relationship or out. Like, even if you're single, Aquarius, it's like you're comfortable being single, so you're not really looking for anything. But then all of a sudden, I feel like there's like a conversation or emotional connection, and you're like, now I'm interested in this. I'm interested in this. I want to dig into this. What is this about? What's this feeling? What's going on? You know? And you're worried about losing the longevity and the on and off happiness that you have in the relationship that you're in, or being happy and single. Okay. Because even if you're in a relationship, Aquarius, it kind of feels like you're single. That's weird. It just kind of feels like you're alone, or you feel alone. So it's interesting because this person or this new situation is really gathering up your interest. And you're really like wanting to know about this person and what's going on. This is a very stable person. They're very comfortable in their life. That's probably why you like them, because there's a sense of like honesty. I don't want to say trustworthy, but like honesty, authenticity to this person. And that's what's pulling you there. You know, it's like maybe you have turmoil in your relationship, or your life is kind of getting monotonous, and then this person comes and you're like, I feel like I could tell them anything. You know, I feel like I've known this person for a long time. You know, I don't feel the need to put up my guard. I feel like I can just be. I don't feel the need to be guarded. Very interesting. January brings a lot of change for you. It definitely brings a punch to the gut, a shock to the system, right? Because it gives you a lot to think about when it comes to your emotions. Because if you were so settled in how you were in the past, this wouldn't come along and change you or change your perspective. So I feel like that gives you just a lot to think about, and a big shock, you know? And the thing that's so crazy is you either been by yourself or with this person for a while, or connected to them for a while. And it's interesting that you want to get to know somebody else when you thought you were so comfortable where you were, you know? Yeah. I see you making a decision to investigate this person. You're trying to figure out what these emotions are. I don't see you ignoring them. I don't see you diving in either. It's more of being inquisitive. It's like you're inquisitive about what's happening. You may be doing like some silent stalking, you know, like on social media or whatever. This is an interesting reading, Aquarius. Okay, more cards. More cards. Okay, so King of Wands, King of Cups, again, Page of Swords, Tower, Seven of Swords, Five of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, the Lovers, Justice, Five of Swords, the Emperor, Eight of Swords, sorry. We're going to start at the bottom because that's where I'm being guided. I'm being guided to go this way. So that's what we're going to do. I feel like you've been thinking about your love life for a while, on and off. Like, why am I not happy with this person? Why am I not content? Could I be happy somewhere else? Should I make some changes? There's lots of questions, lots of like thinking on and off about this person, or thinking on and off about your status, your love status. And really wanting something stable in the future, like something that's nurturing to you, something that's worth putting your time and energy in without wondering. It just kind of feels like it fits, you know? Looking for your person, looking for your soulmate, looking for emotional side happiness. But you've been working on either yourself, being by yourself, or in a current relationship. It feels like you've really like focused on that. You may have children with this person as well, and that may play a factor in it. But I feel like this person was the end game for a long time, you know? And it's like now your eyes are open. It's so weird. It's like now you're like, this is the thing that feels like it fits for me. What do I do now? What's next? And that's why I feel like you're so interested. And that's why I feel like you start to investigate what this even means. Yeah, because it's like you haven't been emotionally fulfilled and all of a sudden you were. It's very much an interest, very much an interest. Like maybe I'm not happy the way that I was. Maybe I'm not happy in this relationship. So how and why is this happening? It's like it's only fair to you in this situation, the way that I'm feeling the energy. You feel like it's only fair for you, Aquarius, to figure out why that is. You know, like, is this something? Is it not? You know, that's what I feel like it is. Oof, okay. I see you focusing a lot on work or finances, maybe to support this person or to be a support person. I don't know. I'm saying support because it feels like support. It's like you're focused on keeping it together or focused on keeping your relationship together, and you're doing a lot of work to do that. And you haven't really had time to think about anything or focus on anything until this happened. And now I feel like this is what's on your mind, especially maybe when you're at work, like a fantasy almost. Yeah, this is in your mind a lot. This person, this situation is in your mind a lot in January. Wow, this is interesting, Aquarius. Yeah, I feel like you've already felt like your relationship is falling apart. I feel like you've tried to fix it. Both of you have tried to fix it several times, whatever this is. Or if you're single, you've tried to date and it just keeps falling apart. It's not nurturing to you. You know, you're looking for something that's going to work for the long term, and you don't mind like starting a new way of doing things, like couples therapy or whatever. But you may have, yeah, it looks like you're going to have problems trying to get the other person to go. They think that they're right, that type of thing. So they don't see a point in it. It's like they don't see a point in going if the person's not going to say it's your fault, you know, if you're in a relationship. If not, you're just wondering, like, why is it so hard to find someone that you truly connect with the way that you should? Yeah. And then all of a sudden this happens. It's like all of a sudden this happens and it changes things. So it's like you have to make a decision to like follow something that you're interested in or that sparks your interest, or do you stay in something that you feel like was going to make you happy and you were going to build, but it's like, why did this thing come up? Or why did this person show up? And now I'm like, I don't really know, out of the blue. It's interesting and you want to figure out why that is. Okay. Okay, so let's see what Spirit has for you, Aquarius. Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. You've done a lot of digging. You've done a lot of growing. You've done a lot of thinking. You've grown as a person. You've gained a lot of wisdom, Aquarius. That's what this is. Excuse me. You've gained a lot of experience and wisdom. You've gained a lot of wisdom through experience. There we go. And all of that information and all of that wisdom doesn't just go away. It doesn't drift off into the ethers. It sticks with you. So you start to look at things different. You start to perceive the world through, the knowledge that you have gained. And that's what's happening. I feel like there's a point in life where you wouldn't have even paid attention to this, but this is a new time and day. Okay. So the first card that we have is the Tower. The dog. And the ring. Okay. So here's the drill. Here's the drilly, guys. You are struggling in January with loyalty to what was, whether person or single life or whatever it is. You could have said, I'm writing off love and I don't want to do it anymore. And then all of a sudden you find someone you're interested in. So I feel like you're struggling with staying the same and building on what was, or gearing up towards something else. So that's the thing. It's like you're rethinking your commitments to self or to your relationship. Yeah, this is rethinking commitments. Because it's like the universe just pushed something into your face that changes everything. And now you're rethinking and refocusing on the past and what you thought would work and how you thought you should act and what you thought you should do. It just feels like things are changing for you. That's interesting. I'm curious to know what your February is going to be like, right? Actually, you know what? Let's see. Let's be nosy here, Aquarius. Let's see what February is like. Hierophant. 4 of Coins. Page of Coins. 7 of Swords. Interesting. So I see you still holding on to what was like a placeholder. It's like if this situation was to be presented to you in a way that it will last, or in a way that felt easy, comfortable, with no doubts, you would take it. But because it hasn't just yet, you don't. That's interesting. That's interesting. Wow, Aquarius, what's going on? Tell me in the comments if you get this far. I'm curious. Okay. So I love you. And I'll talk to you later. Happy New Year. Bye-bye.